Over the past decade or so, hospitals have spent countless hundreds of millions of dollars aligning physicians. This so-called alignment has included acquiring physician practices, employing physicians in states without corporate practice of medicine restrictions, and in states where hospitals can't directly employ employment through captive medical groups or foundations. Hospitals claim that the idea is to coordinate care, but the actual goal is to control cash. More recently, though, there's been an increasing tide of procedures flowing out of the hospital to outpatient facilities, chiefly to ambulatory surgery centers, ASCs. If you haven't already read my book, The Impending Death of Hospitals, you should pick up a copy. You can get it on Amazon or can download one for free in PDF on my website, advisorylawgroup.com, and soon also weisspc.com. The notion is that as ECTES, we're going to start from the beginning, Sean, because it'll be too hard, I think, to put this together. So, back we go. I'll just start from the very top. So again, this is for both a video and a podcast, and it's for the June Wisdom Applied video in the monthly newsletter, and it is called Hospitals Beg to be Aligned by Physicians. Over the past decade or so, hospitals have spent countless hundreds of millions of dollars aligning physicians. This so-called alignment has included acquiring physician practices, employing physicians in those states without prohibitions on the corporate practice of medicine, and in states where hospitals can't directly employ employment via captive medical groups or foundations. Hospitals claim that the idea of alignment is to coordinate care, but the actual goal is to control cash. More recently, though, there's been an increasing tide of procedures flowing out of the hospital to outpatient facilities, chiefly to ASCs. If you haven't already read my book, The Impending Death of Hospitals, you could pick up a copy on Amazon or download one for free in PDF on my website at advisorylawgroup.com and soon also at weisspc.com. The notion is that as technology advances and as the safety of procedures in the ASC setting increases, more and more procedures are being added to Medicare's list of approved outpatient surgery center procedures. Because many, if not all, private payers follow Medicare's lead on this, private payers too are pushing procedures out to ASCs because reimbursement is much lower and because outcomes are much greater. Less chance of infection, more efficiency, happier patients paying lower copays, and having much better patient care experiences. And now we're seeing something very interesting. In connection with my ASC work, my physician clients forming physician-owned ASCs, we're seeing hospitals chasing those physician deals, asking and sometimes begging to be included as investors in the deal. They want physicians to align the hospital. Hospitals understand that soon they will no longer be able to compete for many procedures that had been done on an inpatient basis, and now and forevermore will be done on an outpatient basis. They can no longer compete on the basis of having those cases performed in the hospital outpatient department, HOPD, because reimbursement for the same procedure is up to 80% higher in HOPDs than in ambulatory surgery centers. As a result, hospitals want to burrow their way into your ASC deal. But why would you want them to align with you? They're simply after the control and the profit that they're losing on the hospital side. Many would answer that with, well, I want money from the hospital to help seed the ASC. But the bottom line is that if you vet the decision and the numbers in connection with whether it makes sense to form an ASC, and it does, why do you need even $1 million from a hospital when in a year or two you could potentially be pumping out $2 million a year in facility fee profits without them? Yes, it might be a short-term gain, but hospital as co-owner is usually a long-term pain.